Hello, I'm Rabbi Mira Wasserman from the Center for Jewish Ethics at the Reconstructionist Rabbinical College. I'm here today to offer a short teaching in celebration of Purim and also in honor of the 5th anniversary of Evolve, groundbreaking Jewish conversations. I am grateful for Evolve for the way it opens my mind and my heart to new ideas and perspectives. So please help us sustain the work of Evolve by making a gift of any size today. You can find the donation link below in the video description. With that in mind, I'd like to share a story from the Talmud about light, the turning of the seasons, and ritual. This is a story that is not so much about Purim as about the wintertime holiday of Hanukkah, but I think it captures something important about how we mark time as Jews and as human beings. The story appears in the midst of the tractate of the Talmud called Avodah Zarah, a section of the Talmud that discusses relations among Jews and non-Jews. While there are lots of parts of Avodah Zarah that regard non-Jews with fear and suspicion, this story is one that emphasizes commonalities among people, emphasizing how all human beings are children of Adam, the first human. The story comes to explain why Jewish holidays and the holidays of so many other peoples and cultures coincide with the shortest days of winter. I'll read it first in translation and then say a few words about why I find it so meaningful. The rabbis taught, when the first human being saw the daytime diminishing more and more, he said, "Woe is me! Perhaps because I sinned, it is on my account that the world is darkening and is reverting to chaos, and this is the death that was imposed on me from heaven." He sat and for 8 days fasted and prayed. When he saw the winter solstice and saw the daytime growing longer, he said, "This is the way of the world." He went and made a festival for 8 days. The next year, he made both these days preceding the solstice and these days following the solstice festival days. In my own words, it is the first year that Adam is alive, and he has noticed that the days are getting shorter and shorter with less daylight on each successive day. Never having seen a change of seasons before, he presumes that this pattern will continue, that there will be less daylight and more darkness each day until daylight disappears altogether. And that's not all he presumes. He presumes that this change is all because of him, that it is because of him that creation is coming apart and the world is ending. In desperation, he dedicates his days to prayer and fasting, and then the solstice comes, and Adam notices the days are getting longer once again. He has learned something about the cycles of nature, about the ways of the world, and he responds by making a festival to give thanks. According to the storyteller, these days of fasting and these days of Thanksgiving become holidays for Adam and for all of his descendants. For Jews, they evolve into the festival of Hanukkah, and for other peoples, they become other holidays, and that is why so many holy days cluster in the wintertime. One thing I love about the story is the way it honors commonalities among the many religions of the world. But I am also deeply moved by the way that it describes Adam's evolution as a religious person. In the beginning of the story, Adam is like a child, and when he sees something bad happening in the world, he presumes that it is all about him, that the darkness is a punishment for what he did wrong. When the light returns, and when Adam is relieved of his fear that the world is ending, we see how much he has grown up. He does not presume that the light is increasing directly because of his prayer. He recognizes that the turn of the seasons is the way of the world. The world no longer revolves around him. When the adult Adam then makes a festival, he expresses his impulse to give thanks, to give praise, to respond to the wonder of the world. This is a grown-up kind of religion that doesn't put the self at the center of things and yet is open to wonder and to gratitude. Adam learns about his place in the world. He learned that to be a human is not to control the cycles of nature, but to acknowledge them with thanks and awe. This is a lesson that we, the children of Adam, still struggle with. Now we are turning toward Purim and toward springtime. May it be a time of new learning and new possibilities for us, the children of Adam, and for all the other creatures with whom we share this world. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for your support.